All systems go. Clear for takeoff.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the NFL Quick Hit video here at SHIPIT Nation. We are breaking down some quarterback plays this week, seeing who we can find, kind of a little bit of a first look, kind of breaking down the position, see if anything kind of stands out for us this week going into week 5. And there's definitely some guys in pretty good spots that we'll talk about here throughout the show. We'll talk about some potential pairings along the way with these quarterbacks, guys we can look at, wide receiver position, tight end position to pair with some of these quarterbacks. We'll talk some totals and see what stands out here today. Obviously, it's not G Rising, it's your boy Hoop filling in today. So yeah, let's hop into it. As always, please do us a favor on these videos, hit the like, hit the subscribe, helps us out a ton when we're trying to build up this channel. So we appreciate all your support so far, and we appreciate obviously a little bit more. So we're going to kind of focus on DraftKings here, see what we can find at the quarterback position. And at the top we have three guys here in this top tier: Mahomes, Hurts, Lamar Jackson. 8.2 for Mahomes, 8K for Hurts, 7.8K for Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson kind of got it going finally last week a little bit. Had that 29 fantasy point game, 32. So starting to see the rush attempts up there, 12, 14, 9 in his last 3 games. The matchup with Pittsburgh is not great, but kind of a matchup proof sort of guy. Got Jalen Hurts going up against the Rams at 8K flat, and Mahomes at 8.2K. If choosing one of these guys in this tier, my favorite as of now is going to be Hurts. I think we could potentially see a little back and forth in that game between the Eagles and the Rams. The total in that game, let me just see if it's changed, sitting at 50. So a big total in that game. Multiple pass catchers you can pair with Hurts, Devonta Smith, and why am I drawing a blank on the AJ Brown. So those are 2 guys that you can definitely pair. Dallas Goedert hasn't had the greatest season. It's going to come here at some point. So I think he is a solid option there up top. I mean, Mahomes, they could be in a shootout too, potentially. That total sitting at 53.5. So again, I think he's fine, but my preferred option up here as of now is Hurts. Mahomes would be 2, and then probably 3 here would be Lamar Jackson. Coming down a little bit, we have another little tier between Tua, Richardson, and Cousins. Cousins would be my preferred option in this range. If you are looking to get exposure to that game, and it's 53.5 total, like I talked about, they're likely playing from behind here. You know who to pair him with, Justin Jefferson or Hawkinson. But then there's other options too, KJ Osborne, and then Addison. So there's like 4 guys I think you can conceivably pair with Kirk Cousins at 6.9K. So solid options in this range. Tua, Richardson, not a ton of interest. Like Richardson's always going to be like a cash game type play because of his ability just to run them in. Tua, I mean, they should just smoke the Giants. That was so embarrassing, that Monday Night Football game against the who the heck did they play on Monday night? Drawing another blank here. Seattle. Yeah, they got absolutely smoked. I mean, Miami should have their way here. I see a lot of probably rushing touchdowns from their running backs. Next tier guys, 6'3", we'll talk about, and then just continue to come down a little bit. You got Goff, another spot similar to Miami. They should just have their way here, and they're running the ball a ton in the red zone. So it takes away from Goff a little bit. This is a game they should easily control. Burrow, that team's a disaster right now. I just can't click that name. CJ Stroud has looked really, really good. Fantasy output has been solid. The one drawback here is the matchup against Atlanta, man. They're just willing to slow that pace down so much if they're playing with the lead, which, they might not be playing with the lead, so they might have to push it a little bit more. But I think he's definitely an option at 6K. I mean, he's looked really, really solid to start the year. Daniel Jones, I mean, I just don't know how you play him with that offensive line right now. The guy had no time. And then, I mean, he's not helping himself out, though, either. I mean, a lot of times, like, he's just running into these linemen. It's a disaster for the Giants. So, man, 5'8's nice for a guy with all that rushing upside. Just don't think I can do it. And then the problem is in tournaments, like, who do you want to pair him with? They're rolling out so many wide receivers. Waller has not looked great to start the year. So that team's a disaster. Before we get into this next tier below, I just wanted to point this out. If you are not a member at SHIPIT Nation, we launched our 5-day mission to give people an opportunity to try it out. So for $19, you get full access to SHIPITNation.com. With the exception of Discord. You have to choose a monthly package or above to be part of the Discord community, which is awesome. But for the $19, you get everything, including our projections, our core plays, all our content, NFL content, MLB content, PGA, MMA going right now. So those are the main four. And then NBA, NHL right around the corner. So if you are not a member, you can try it out for $19, less than $20, gets you an opportunity to check out our product and see what you think about it. And obviously we think you're going to love it. So check it out over there, SHIPITNation.com. Like, subscribe here to this channel. Below Jones, we go to Russell Wilson. This game just doesn't appeal to me all that much. A home match with the Jets. I don't love it. Matthew Stafford is listed as questionable. Hip contusion. This dude's a baller, though, man. He just plays. He's a tough guy. I expect him to be out there. And if he is out there, I like him. I mean, the nice thing about playing Matthew Stafford is the fact that you can pair him with these pass catchers, Atwell and Nakia, who are just have been phenomenal to start the year. So I like Stafford at 5'6". I think he is certainly a play for us this week. And then coming down, there's just not much that is going to stand out here this week. I mean, it gets slim when you get down here. There's just not many options that stand out. I guess, if Pickett misses, Trubisky is 5K flat. I just don't see the upside in really any of these guys down here. So initial thoughts at the quarterback position, it's going to be probably a week where I don't play a ton of these guys. It's going to be a pretty tight pool for me on DraftKings and likely over on FanDuel as well. This top tier definitely separates itself, specifically Mahomes and Hurts. I think, phenomenal plays in big total games. I mean, both these guys are in games where the total's over 50 and they're playing competent type offenses. So, I mean, I'm going to focus in on those games. CJ Stroud stands out as a potential value option as well as he's played. And the nice thing with him, like I said, you have these pairing options. Their offenses look pretty good. They could be a surprise team, I'd say, this season for sure. So those are the initial thoughts here at the quarterback position on DraftKings. We'll have all our content starting to drop later in the week. If you're watching this before Thursday Night Football, have our full complement of content for the Thursday Night Football game and roll right into the weekend. It's been a hot start to the NFL season, and we're obviously hoping to keep that momentum going here into week 5. So very excited about this week and the weeks moving forward. But that's going to do it here. Initial thoughts at the quarterback position. I'll be back with some running back quick hit, wide receiver quick hit, and then tight end and defense. So tune into all those. And again, please hit the like and subscribe on these videos. Helps us out a ton. Thank you for your support. I'll be back shortly with the next edition of the NFL Quick Hit.